many people here are familiar with the phenomenon known as My Little Pony. Okay, I realize that this may be an underground and sort of obscure
not really mainstream
thing. Yeah.
It's funny because it isn't.
Let's start by introducing ourselves, I guess. Let's start with you guys so people know who you are.
Hello, I am Zarina Midori / Gabby. I'm the voice of Canny, and I do just pony art and pony song covers.
I'm Super Sci Guy. I'm the writer who does the thing. I write all the Galacon stuff. I wrote the promo. Well, no, I produced the promo for Fiesta Equestria. I touched Trunks' butt.
No. Not that.
Yes.
Not that. I'm Fred Trunkswood, and I'm on Wachow with Cy and Gabby as well.
Oh yeah, I do that.
And I co-host the Bandcast.
What's that?
What's that?
I'm Levi. I don't do anything.
He does very little.
I do very little, as much as Trunks will allow. I also help
Please
host
call me Fred.
I also help host the
Trunks.
Bandcast, which is
Princess Trunks.
And I'm Tommy. I am the completely confused, non-existent person of My Little Pony. And were we supposed to be converting them?
So, no. Very much not that.
Okay.
Very much not that.
Very good.
So, to give you guys an idea,
Fair
Cy and Gabby are active in the My Little Pony community. I'm sure you knew that because they are guests here. I have seen a couple of episodes. I don't fully get it. Levi, you are not ambivalent, but negative towards it?
I would say
That's not a word.
That sounds.
I don't like.
You can't vote like yes, no.
I'm not mad. I'm just confused.
And Mings is very open to the idea.
My current favorite is Princess Luna.
All right.
Really for aesthetic purposes.
He came up with the name of a pony and he said it. Good job.
Well, I also get confused
10
by
points.
So-
because they're both space.
So positive, negative, neutral, and pro.
Already very
I
positive.
have A's.
So how long do you have?
Right after we did it.
Oh gosh.
No, I said how long do you have? As in like how much do you have?
Oh, days. This is after this panel.
Can I take Wachow over when you're done?
No, it is an unwieldy beast. It will kill anyone but its owner.
We can take it over. Two of us.
Yes.
Murder any. Okay, what's the point?
Bro! It is bro!
Bad start.
I guess it's like one down already.
Did I just catch the cancer?
You broke me. You named Princess Luna. I'm gonna keep points.
What is this town? They're gonna convince you guys or what?
You guys came to come up with stuff. You're here because
What? Are you inebriated? Yes.
This is tea. What?
I don't know it.
Give me my apparently.
What's the guy in the end's name?
Tommy?
Tommy.
Oh, me? I thought you were like at the end of the series.
Oh.
Guy at the end of the series.
I believe that is
Ragnarok.
Mr. Equestria.
Mr. Equestria.
Is the series over?
Yeah, it's done. They finished it.
No.
Applejack dies at the end. Too many apples.
No,
So-
you can survive it.
Yes,
you're right.
Come already with
We
this.
got in the audience.
Yes, hand.
Please tell.
The Rock, the Rugrat, or the Power Ranger?
No.
That's
Tommy?
not This isn't Wachow. This is not Wachow.
Oh.
That's funny because
I am on it and I didn't get that.
Give me.
Iced tea.
It is iced tea.
I don't really.
Long Island from Long Island. We're gonna try to convince you, or they're gonna come up and try to convince you.
So we're going to facilitate them convincing us.
I'm convinced.
What My Little Pony is.
So okay.
We're going to convince you what it is.
Convince you to like it.
To like it.
To To be open to liking it
Yeah.
or liking it.
Or liking it. Okay, so let's start off with a base.
Yes.
What is My Little
No.
Who has a good description of My Little Pony for these guys?
Who can come up with a good one that would be interesting to us?
You, right there.
My Little Pony is a show where pastel-colored ponies kick butt and rock out. Well,
In
not
what
necessarily-
regard do they kick butt?
Literally.
Have you seen it?
The girliest one in the show is the only one who straight up punched someone in the face. Not only did she punch somebody, but she drop kicked a manticore.
How did
She also broke a man's
punch
back.
without
Front kick then.
There you
Okay?
I will allow it.
Motion.
Okay, what about you, sir?
Okay.
Put the pony down.
No, he's not.
Alright, go ahead.
If you like writing, the writing material that goes behind the show.
That's a real accent, by the way.
Makes you really.
Nothing.
It's the writing that actually has a possible.
So you're saying the writing is what makes it good?
Writing is what makes it good.
Okay, so
So it's got good writing. So we have 1,000.
Oh, we got some kids.
Because
No.
You right there?
I think just
Season 1.
on the writing point, the writers of the show understand that parents are going to be watching this with their children, and they write in a great deal of things for the parents specifically that the children just don't get, but that we.
How many of you
understand.
have children? Okay, that's not.
I have lots of cats.
Call the other day.
Those count.
Is that count? Okay,
Yes.
I have 4
As long as they're watching the show with you.
The original.
No, hold on.
No, but the point is that we are adults who do get the reference.
Okay.
The ones that were written for the parents, we understand, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, I see that.
Okay.
So it would be like a Harry Potter kind of feel, where there's like
Yeah.
There are references to things like I Love Lucy that children just won't get, but you'll be like, oh yeah.
They're like, haha, cherries. But then adults are like, oh, I remember watching that when I was a kid.
Actually, I think one of the best ones was the Star Wars reenactment.
Star Wars one.
They, shot for shot, scene for scene, including the pans and zooms, they recreated the ending scene of the first Star Wars. Episode 4.
Yeah. The metal.
No, the real version.
The only
Sorry,
one
the
that
first
matters.
one.
I have a
Star
question.
Wars 1, the first 3 were bad fan fiction.
Alright, so you
The
have
first
to-
two or three were
Forgive me
bad
if
fan
I'm the
Said.
original creator who had gone senile.
Forgive me
Again.
if
As a moderator, I'm gonna.
Okay, I was going to say also, they throw in, throughout the whole thing, the amazing homages to stuff that, are you a fan of Looney Tunes?
No, I hate Looney Tunes.
You just don't look like you like things.
There's, in season 1, there's the whole cold opening before the opening theme is pretty much an homage to the Pepe Le Pew chases.
Yeah.
There's a whole episode that's an homage to Indiana Jones.
Hold on.
Well, let's say chases.
Yeah, because what was happening with that was that skunk was trying to rape a cat.
Which is horrible. Hey, let's throw that in a kid's show. That's good.
Yeah.
The chase was the interesting part, though.
Okay.
And
I want to say before we go on, like, I guess I have some misconceptions as far as why this community is so big. But Mings, what is it that you find appealing about My Little Pony? As somebody who doesn't really know.
As a scientist.
As a scientist. As a doctor.
With his
in training.
With his serious hat on.
I would agree. I would agree that the ability to appeal to multiple age levels is a sign of maturity, a mark of maturity of a story, and sometimes it can be done excellently to where the work is just as a, overall like just better. But my question is, you know, if you try to work with all ages and you dilute too much, then you become Star Wars Episode 1.
Which is palatable to no one.
At what point do you stop becoming My Little Pony? Or, well, My Little Pony, I guess, is like the subject. So at what point do you stop becoming like Harry Potter, let's say, or like Lord of the Rings, or, you know, one of these other like all-age available like classics,
Did we really just compare My Little Pony to Lord of the Rings?
George Binks is kind of crackly, right?
Are we there already?
What is the boundary and why does My Little Pony
Okay,
not?
I know, but I want to make our points so that way you guys can tell us why we are right or wrong, so that way we can understand from a personal level.
You're just making this up as you go along.
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to say that from what I understood, the fascination with the My Little Pony was a much more shallow level, which is that Lord Faust, who is responsible for My Little Pony essentially, like wrote the Bible on it, was also one of the creators that, you know, like created all the TV shows that we grew up with. So say, or not one of the creators, but had a good hand in, say, Powerpuff Girls, TV show.
Can I just, well, that doesn't count because other shows. Can I make a point about that?
What?
I like the fact that you had that conception of it. Like I like full-heartedly disagree because a lot of people like that's second to what made them fans of the show. Is they're just like, oh, it was also made by Lord Faust. This is really cool. But I don't really think that's one of the like things that bring you in. Because like the animation, the characters, the songs, the writing, those are all points that I hear or what brought them in. Never is Lord Faust the main reason.
Okay. I wanted to say he's got his hand up, he's got his hand up, he's got his hand up. We'll do that in that order, but I wanted to ask, what is it that got you guys into My Little Pony?
You want me to like I can go ahead and say mine. I remember this video on YouTube. It was a PMV, like not a music video, but it was like clips of the show.
Can you define PMV for the uninformed?
Pony music video.
Okay, gotcha.
Not AMV, animated music video. Do you see the point of that?
I don't see the point of it.
Can I continue? Okay, so I saw a video on YouTube. Like I've heard about My Little Pony at this point, but like I was just kind of like, it's not my thing. So I go onto YouTube and I see this video of Moonbase Alpha dialogue. And the guy hadn't seen the original Moonbase Alpha thing, so that was kind of a help. And I thought it was really funny. I'm like, oh, these clips are hilarious. Where did they come from? Like, oh, it's that pony show, the new one that I heard about. I only heard about it. So I started watching episodes as like I hear my friends are like, okay, I'll start watching ponies, and then like I hear them later like, oh, it was really good. So I watched the first episode. Actually made me mad. I hated the first one first. It's like magic's not an element, you guys. You could have said like knowledge or something else that had like just had so much more. Like it could have been like something that actually related to a cutie mark, not just like.
You're right.
It upset me for a little while. And then I started watching some more episodes. And then I started watching more. And like after, I think it was the competition episode, I can't remember the name of it. Like
the shipping episode?
I know that.
Yeah, after watching that one, I finally realized like I love this show enough to watch the entire thing. And now, Sai, you go ahead.
I would get some history of like the start of the show and the birth of it.
My Little Pony was originally created in 1982.
Wait.
Yes.
That's true.
I learned a thing.
Hasbro decided to take My Pinty Pony and make it into My Little Pony, whereas
Because they were small.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Well,
So I'm just gonna say it. The
my
title's
saber
done.
What?
Okay, fine.
There was still like My Little Pony, and then Hasbro was like willing to show to sell toys, and the actual original show was kind of creative because it had like this big fantasy element with a lot of like mythological creatures, and it was just big. I mean, it was still like 80s cartoon. It was about okay.
Yeah,
it was 80s. It was about like
That sounds bad.
it was
It
was actually really cool. Like 80s cartoon writing is only going to go so far, even if it's excellent. Because like even Transformers, like look at the rocks.
Transformers worst movies. I'm sorry if anybody likes Transformers, the new Michael Bay movie.
No, they're terrible. They're not.
Is there a single person here who likes the new Transformers?
I will say that I liked the first one with the
Alright, Allison.
Explosion.
So anyway, you had the first generation of My Little Pony, which it did pretty well as this big fantasy thing, and then Hasbro was like, gosh dang it, we want a second one, and then but they figured that their audience had grown up, so they put them into what the? Do you just want to like rub butts already? I don't understand My Little Pony.
Do you want to talk about how you got into it?
Oh, yeah.
That's the original question.
You pointed at her.
Yeah,
It was her fault because like it was her.
It was my fault.
Well, I saw the Chinese earthquake thing too, and I'm like, I'm a huge fan of animation. That's what it is.
One of the closest here.
Yeah, like when did my Little Pony become
When did it change from 80s My Little Pony to current?
2 years ago, right?
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Thor? Is that what we call it?
Yeah.
Dead Boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there was 3.5.
Are we Skyping?
I like the Transformers Generation 1 with like all the old school, and then there's like Beast Wars and da-da-da-da.
Okay.
So this is 4th iteration.
Yeah.
And 4th iteration is the best iteration so far.
Yes.
So do you feel like it's better to like watch 4th iteration first?
Yeah.
Are you asking if we have to like go back and watch the original?
Do we is it like beneficial to like watch?
You don't have to watch the previous generations to appreciate the 4th generation. Like you don't have to have previous knowledge of My Little Pony to like this show. At the same time, you could like the original and not like this generation.
Gotcha.
They're technically separate.
Are they like contradictory, or are there like major plot holes? Or, like,
No.
I think
Nightmare Nights.
We can't all talk about
Like all generations had like before Generation 4, they all had it didn't focus on any major characters. It just kind of it didn't have a main cast. It just was.
I get it, Bane. Sorry, go again.
Thank you so much.
Hold on, we should let the audience talk because there were.
anybody
So
else?
you had something.
Yeah, you right there.
Oh, I originally had one point about the references in season 2. One of the characters pulls a reversal that would make Bugs Bunny proud.
In what regard?
Like a
Pinkie Pie.
Like a gender
She jumps and rotates in the air.
I can explain it. There's a scene where one of the market sellers is charging, I don't remember how many bits for a tomato or whatever. And
Also, bits is
so like Pinkie Pie goes and is like, I think you should charge 2 bits. She's like 3 bits, 2 bits, 3 bits, 3 bits, 2 bits. Like,
Gotcha.
So it's got sort of that
That is a good
old
homage.
school style.
And if I
Jones episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had.
and if I
Oh, go on.
if I may make a personal observation, Friendship is Magic was my first contact with My Little Pony ever.
Okay.
I did not even know that this franchise existed
Right.
until it first got my attention.
Yeah, I
Did
think it's
anyone?
the same for
Did anyone else?
Is that true for a lot of
Yeah, I knew the
I'm sure that everybody was aware of it. They're not aware of it, but like, I don't know.
other than just like
Well, raise your hand if you've never heard of My Little Pony until this show.
Okay, so
It's actually like if you had at least heard of My Little Pony, like that's like okay. If you had like heard of it, if you never gave it a chance, raise your hand.
Only the older generation.
What about if you? What if, as far as you learned, you thought it was only a toy? You thought it was only a toy franchise, not a cartoon.
What if you experimented with it?
Like in college?
I feel like days.
My Little Pony the substance. Okay.
Okay, so what?
That's later.
You were next.
I was gonna say the current generation came out in beginning of 2010, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember my first experience with it was I was at 2009 New York Comic Con, and Hasbro was about to launch the Hub, which is their network, and they were showing off, the first episodes of their new shows, Pound Puppies and
Dan versus.
yeah, and My Little Pony and Transformers Prime.
I hate sound.
Yeah, and
You like Pound Puppies?
No.
Are you a poundy?
Don't ever say that again.
Not even You're like puppy, which has the already connotation. Okay, go on.
You look like a poundy.
I actually, because I was exhausted on a Saturday, sat down and watched all 4 episodes that they were showing.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm really sad that Michael Bay has destroyed Transformers, that My Little Pony was the best thing that came out of those 4 episodes. But then I didn't watch. And a couple months later, a friend of mine was the assistant manager at GameStop goes, you like Doctor Who, right? And I said, yeah. You need to watch My Little Pony. What?
Wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah, that's a leap. Yeah.
And she goes,
A quantum leap.
there's a quantum leap. I have to go back.
Who panel?
I don't know when I'll be going back, but anyway,
The doctor.
she tells me there's a pony that looks like David Tennant named Dr. Who.
No, I'm aware.
And so
That's exactly what.
I got And it's like, it's made by Lauren Fowles, so that was another draw point. So I sat down and watched it, got to episode 9 when he actually talked, and I went, it's not David Tennant. But now I was wrong.
With that highlight, that's not David Tennant.
Alright, who's got a really good argument for why My Little Pony is super duper good?
We've got writing, we've got...
The animation's really good too.
We've got...
His answer is no.
Animation.
I believe after season 1 of the newest generation, obviously, it became fan-driven. Like Vinyl Scratch, I don't believe was an actual canon character; it was a fan-made character, and they actually implemented it into the show.
So is Vinyl Scratch the name, or is it DJ Pony?
No, let me explain that. DJ Pone 3 is Hasbro's name. Vinyl Scratch is the fan name.
Oh.
So DJ Pone 3 is their actual name.
Gotcha. All right.
Vinyl.
Yeah, everybody calls it's easy to say Vinyl.
Bascan.
Bascan. Helen Bascan Pone. Hello, I am Bascan Horse.
Jesse.
I touch
Jesse
records.
now with you. That's
Hello, I am Jesse now.
I get that one.
the spiky hat.
Hold on, the guy behind him.
No! Okay, fine.
Oh, no, spiky
Guy
hat.
behind spiky hat.
Then Spike.
Hey, well, it kind of goes along with writing, because if you take a look at the characters, don't pay attention to any of their physical appearances, and only pay attention to the personalities. They don't reflect their physical form. They don't act cutesy, they don't act girly, with the exception of a few scenes or episodes.
But that's like the personality.
And those personalities are deep. If you watch season to season, if you watch season to season, the characters actually do have character development as time goes on. So
Who's your favorite pony?
No, let's not get into that yet.
Oh, no.
Let's take that one.
Okay.
No, I understand that the characters kind of became their own thing. I mean, like, we read, what was it, Chaos Emerald Disharmony?
No, that's not a good example. If you guys listen to a chow, no, that's not.
No. Tombstone being Fluttershy is hilarious. I don't care what anyone says.
So what is your favorite cartoon other than My Little Pony? I just shout it out.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
You are at the wrong place. Yes,
So no, that's totally like because like I'm trying to get like the same like genre. But Avatar is quite awesome.
It's the same situation with My Little Pony, where the show Avatar was meant for a certain generation, but it garnered, an adult audience.
I don't know, I think Avatar hit its target demographic. I think My Little Pony missed its mark. I mean, I'm looking at the crowd, I think I see about 2 maybe of their target demographic.
Well, I'm just saying, because there's a pattern. Despite the fact that it's a target audience, where the other one didn't. It's because of the intent that the characters, in a sense, feel attached to these characters. Because
And I think that's
For
really
sure.
cool.
What try? What do you mean?
I think that's really
Elements count. Elements count.
The
Hybrids count.
the personalities you can relate to. It's like they're not like some highly exuberant or
Total adult aggression, but like what elements would you be?
well,
Oh my sweet Jesus.
Yes.
I would be time and space and mortal.
Oh shit. It's like the 4th or 5th season of like Avatar where they developed a whole new different elements.
That was Legend of Korra.
Well, yeah, well, Legend of Korra they came up with metal. So I'm saying like time and space are just like
really just
way in the future. Yeah.
I think
fire, earth, and water.
Guys, we have a question.
Yeah, I actually have a question. Like, what is your guys' actual exposure? I'm trying to figure that out.
I've seen 3 episodes. I don't remember
First
what the
3 or
first.
just
No,
Okay,
3
good.
just here and there. The 3rd episode was really interesting because it was the first episode with Discord, who is just Q from Star Trek, which I can get behind.
Yeah.
I'm at his point.
No! A Star Trek reference does not count as being a My Little Pony thing.
You know his name though.
Yeah, because I know all of their names because this is the market.
No, but let me ask you something. Do you enjoy the fact that, like, you said that it was interesting that you heard the first seasons had like other characters, like the first generations had other like monster characters like dragons and like stuff.
Oh, yeah, that sounds awesome.
So if I told you that that's the same deal in this new
Griffins.
iteration.
I don't know,
The
talking
fact that
about.
he's in Draconicus, you see minotaurs,
I
manticores.
hear in the 80s, I think metal.
Yeah.
Metal Little Pony. Metal Little Pony.
No, but
There is
the
a
question
kiss
is
homage.
if if I said that, like, if it's basically the same deal where you still have other creatures that they interact with, especially Discord, do you enjoy that fact, or just?
It sounds interesting to me, but it's definitely something that is a plus.
Okay.
I think it might be good to like hear people's what got you hooked. What was the moment?
If you have a really good story that's brief, don't try to steal the spotlight, please.
Gina. Oh yeah.
Okay. This all started at Comic Palooza. First, Andrea Libman and Tabitha Germain were there, and I met them, and I actually got to see Fluttershy's voice in person.
Okay, the two fighting back there next.
Before I saw the cartoon. But anyways, some bronies at the convention were telling me how good of a show this is, and I've seen other kid shows that were pretty good, and so I was open-minded about it. So then I started watching it, and I ended up watching all 3 seasons, and here I am.
Awesome.
So the voice actors, getting to meet them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like during the show, did you like the first episode? Or you're like, okay, yeah, I'm watching the first one.
Yeah.
Was it like perseverance, or were you immediately hooked?
It actually took like 5 episodes to get me hooked.
Okay. What in the back?
Yeah.
Feels so good. Okay, yes, you two are giggling in the back, please.
Okay.
Stand up, tell us your story. I can't see you past the guy
I
in
found this dance on YouTube.
front. Okay.
And then I was like really confused at first.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
On the moon, and I got really confused, so I looked up where the character was from, and it took me at least 5 episodes to get hooked on it. I was really confused, but then I found
What was the 5th episode? What happened?
5 episodes to get.
God. I'm gonna wrap up. I haven't seen the episode.
So what? It was. What was good about the episode? There was musicals. It was like.
the characters really got me into their like their personalities, and I liked it when I was younger. So
Okay.
I kind of
That's cool. So you're somebody who enjoyed it back when you were a child, and then you also enjoy the new stuff.
As a child.
Yes.
All right.
I like that.
Do you see
You're
the bunnies as
generation
like modern
transient.
versions of themselves, or like the old versions of themselves?
I still see them as old versions of themselves.
Really?
But yeah, I said Rainbow Dash because Rainbow Dash used to be British.
I'm sorry. Levi and I had the same first exposure, which was apples.mov. And that is all Levi's seen, and that's what got me hooked.
Is it like that?
No.
That's Gilardi.
Applejack, you crazy good.
Alright, so you're gonna
Ironically, I was watching teens react to My Little Pony, and
you're like, I like the cut of their jib.
Have anyone seen that video?
I've seen that video, yes.
There were a lot of them were acting negatively. And I was like,
They were very harsh on purpose.
I was like, maybe I should go check it out and make fun of it. So
There was one kid who was honest, like, ooh, this actually looks interesting. Everyone was like, I don't watch ponies, ponies are gay.
Yeah. So I decided that I was going to go and be a hater too. And I went to the first episode, and then I was like, it's actually pretty good. The next episode, I was like, because I got Ticketmaster, I was like, I'm hooked. And then I spent like a whole day watching like the whole first season.
So My Little Pony was like drugs to you.
You were like,
If anybody in this room doesn't think My Little Pony is like drugs, then, like, come on.
I overdosed.
I'm proud of you for
and that's
admitting
where the
that.
horn came from.
I'm watching the first couple episodes, and I'm sucking them down, and the next thing you know, it's like 2, 4, 5, and I'm sucking them down, and all the episodes are gone, so I'm on, online, I'm holding the fan up, so I'm watching music, listening to music, and I'm soaking all this in, I'm soaking it in, and I find this video, every single episode from season 1 at once. Have you seen like 2000 Space Odyssey? No, I get that tunnel vision, like I'm being sucked in this video, and I swear to you, I could see every single episode happening. I swear, I got 5 minutes into that. And I
I need to hear from a serious face of I actually saw that.
But I didn't touch my little
Alright, guys.
That is Pinkie Pie, right?
Yes.
I got that because it was pink.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's not a point because she's pink. Go ahead.
You're the one talking about
This isn't mine. Actually, mine is just randomly across the
show on YouTube one day. My friend actually got picked up by the Cupcakes video.
Cupcakes HD.
Hold on.
Just that reaction was horrifying.
Is that a sex thing?
No.
Explain this.
It started as a fan fiction.
Oh no.
Written about Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash, and it's not shipping. Now, what do you think is not shipping that could make it so infamous?
Friends with benefits?
No.
No, I would say that like they're they're
gore.
They're hooking up.
No, it's not. It's not.
So Pinkie Pie captures Rainbow Dash and slowly dissects her in intimate, vivid, excruciating detail.
Yeah, it's all done in song. It's all done in song.
Funny music video based off of this.
It's a pretty graphic.
I have not read it. The only thing I've seen is the
Hold on, is it?
Even thinking of it.
Starting with cupcakes?
Yeah. Yes.
I avoided it simply because you didn't see because you like her.
Side note. Have you had Pinkie cupcakes? Delicious.
That guy with the Pinkie Pie hat is left. I like how he just goes, cupcakes. Walks out.
Dropped the mic essentially. Somebody who hasn't said anything. Somebody who hasn't said anything. Come on. You.
Well, it was barely when the show was starting. It was winter break, and I was bored out of my mind. I tried reading a bit of Homestuck.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm also sorry to anybody who likes Homestuck.
No.
I like it now.
One thing is you're way better than most of the Homestuck fans because you claimed to have at least tried to have read it.
I've already finished it later, but that's not the point. I couldn't stand the beginning of it. It was just too boring for me at that time. So I was just like up on the internet, just I don't even remember what I was doing. It was like 2 in the morning. And then I come across a pony video. I can't even remember which one it was. But I'm like, this is colorful and it's bright. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
And it's 2 a.m. and what am I doing?
Yeah, I was up late at night, and then I watched like the first episodes that were out, and I was like, hey, that's pretty good. So I like Google it, and then it goes on Wikipedia, and I'm like, this is kind of interesting. When does it come out? So then I started watching it weekly.
Oh, damn.
And like it started to get popular, and I'm like, other people like this. So
like you were just sitting there telling people are coloring.
Yeah, I like how you're so surprised. Other people like this?
I thought I was crazy.
Thank goodness I'm not alone.
And also, oh no, I'm not.
It just got so popular, and I was like, oh, it's good anyway. I'm gonna keep watching it. And then like all these other people started to watch it, and I started to get more and more into it. And then I got into like the media part, where like the videos and all that other stuff.
The band.
That's cool.
Yep.
You had something.
I saw a video, it was a guy who's thinking goes with everything. The Sonic Rainbow. And I was like,
that makes so much goddamn sense. Sonic Rainbow.
Yeah. So I watched that and I was like, what did this come from? And I went and I saw the actual part of the episode. And I saw the whole episode and then I watched back and it snowballed.
Yep.
Sonic Rainbow, Rainbow Fire, Nuclear Rainbow Explosion. You gotta give credit to a show that can blow up a rainbow in new ways every time.
I like that a lot. It's sort of blow up a rainbow. That's awesome.
Also, all the time with the rainbow.
So, Levi, are they edging you towards?
I don't know. Like I think.
What do you
Did you watch an episode?
What would convince you to watch?
Do you have any questions for the audience?
So this is the basic reaction that I get. Don't know what it is. Start watching it. It's pretty good. Addicted. That's like the stages that you go through.
Is there a way to keep yourself from getting interested and addicted?
No.
Is there like a step between?
No.
Because I'm trying to figure that out.
No, let me explain this. I can tell you from my own personal experience, I was addicted in and out. At the time, the only thing that was out was the first season, so I was lucky. When you watch all the episodes and start taking in some of the media, like you guys probably won't because you're wary now, but I'm saying when you get addicted, there's like it's a bell curve. Like you go back down and you start to calm down about it.
So you
and you become like us.
And you start to.
You become like people who go to.
You're just like
I just need some
I'm saying like, the addiction doesn't last forever.
It's not like
It'll die down.
Okay.
Okay. If there were 2 episodes to watch, which ones would they be?
So
don't fucking yell.
Here, hold on. I'm gonna write them down.
Oh, good.
John Lewis.
And they should be not contiguous. You.
I would suggest a Canterlot Wedding. That's the one that totally blew it out of the water for me.
Which one?
A Canterlot Wedding.
Yes, it
That's true.
it was completely out of the water.
I don't know why I said which one because I don't know.
No, you're talking about the 2-parter, right? It's a 2-parter.
Oh, good.
Hey, did anyone else of a Disney movie?
Yeah.
Well, it was actually based off of the royal wedding inside the UK.
Oh, okay. What about you?
That really
I only need one, and it's a party of one. Pinkie Pie
Is
looks
that the one where
psychotic.
Pinkie Pie is like always throwing parties and they're like, we can't keep doing this?
Well, they tried to throw her
This is
party,
that episode.
and then she goes psychotic because it's being kept
You see
secret.
where her
So.
hair goes flat?
Yeah.
That
was awesome.
Yeah!
It was really funny because she got real depressed. Like, I was partying every day. I just couldn't do it anymore.
Alright.
She's Batman. So the 3 episodes I saw was the first episode with Q, the episode where she partied too hard, and then the one with like the fucking annoying kids that couldn't get their cutie marks. Which was an allegory for puberty, let's be honest.
There are a couple of cutie marker saver episodes.
A couple.
7.
There are 7.
No. He said his favorite was Luna because aesthetically pleasing was Luna to his eyes.
No. He said Luna because that's the only pony name he knows.
Well, for that, Nightmare Night is an excellent example.
Nightmare Night.
It's what Luna used to be.
Is it M-A-R-E? Nightmare?
Yes.
Isn't it?
That's how
you spell
That's how the word nightmare is actually spelled.
Misspelled it to avoid the pun.
Nightmare.
This show is so learned. It's like worse than the Muppet Show.
I enjoy Cutie Mark Chronicles.
Cutie Mark Chronicles?
Just the way everything's connected, I really like that.
I will say this, how about we pick 2 of these episodes,
I'm writing
watch
down.
them, and talk about them on the Vangcast.
I'm writing them down.
Okay,
Party one.
to those of you who don't listen to our podcast, which I guess is all of you, we're the Vangcast.com. We will watch 2 of these episodes that you guys are suggesting to us, and we will discuss it open-mindedly. And Megan, do you want to be on that one?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Any more episode suggestions?
Lesson 0.
Lesson 0. Oh, yeah. Patient 0?
No. Wait, is there a zombie episode?
Future
Season 4 now?
It's the top one, the homage. It's a wonderful.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
And what other ones?
What's the time travel?
Read it and wait.
Read it and wait.
Are there any episodes that have a homage to American Beauty?
It's about time.
Super speedy.
So my favorite thing was as far as the adult homages in children's stuff, in Madagascar, the movie, there's a scene where there are stakes falling on the lion character in this dream sequence. And he's like reaching up at them and stuff, and it's a direct homage to American Beauty, the rose petals falling on the naked woman.
Yeah.
And it was like the most brilliant, like, this was so adult. Like, this is the most adult in a kid's movie. Like, it was perfect. So is there anything like that that is so, like, overtly sexual that no child will get in any of My Little Pony?
I think the naked asses.
I get it. They're all sluts.
You bitch.
Even
No.
I remember an episode, and I don't know the name of it, but it's when Twilight said the word arse. and there was a donkey.
Yeah, there was a donkey. There was a donkey.
I don't remember which one that is though.
Which one's the one with time travel?
I think look at this bald ass.
There's a time travel episode.
Yeah.
What about Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Metal Gear.
What?
Yeah.
You just
That one is it's about time. It's about time.
It's about
It's the one with the
She gets a bandana and I bet the star.
Oh no, that's not a Metal Gear reference. I know what you're talking about.
That's
It's
Escape
Escape
from New York.
It is not Metal Gear. That was a reference to Escape from New York.
Metal Gear is also a
There's a stealth scene. There's a whole stealth scene. And they're avoiding his.
Yeah, that's Escape from New York, dog. Dog.
Escape from New York.
Howdy! Dog! He can't help himself!
Okay.
Like in the episode Keep Calm and Flutter On that.
Fuck that.
I don't know.
By default, not gonna watch that. Sick of that.
Yeah, she said dick cord instead of just.
So watch that one because they can't copyright and say Dick Sword.
Discord. Discord. Sorry. No, I'm sorry. I will not watch anything with that reference in it.
I actually got a problem with this whole process, actually.
Which is?
Because
we're gonna go through and vote. Don't worry. We're gonna go.
No, it's like we're finding things like on certain specific jokes that we freaked out about. Because we're fans, and a lot of these are coming.
Oh, I don't want you to show me an
episode.
episode that is funny because of a scene, but rather something that will attach or make us want to see
I mean,
it.
even in all of this panel, they say, well, why do you like My Little Pony? It's like little music. Well, I can show you the music, or I can show you this scene, or I can show you these funny jokes, and it's not really gonna, of course it's not gonna impact you. It's like, hey, look, this is a something reference. But you're kind of ready for it, you're being presented with it. A lot of the getting sucked into this My Little Pony, that step from, just watching it to addiction is the self-discovery.
Well, don't worry, because I'm not going to remember anything I have to say.
It's apparently being recorded. I see a hand way in the back.
Hello?
Oh, okay. So we'll do a vote, and it should be. We're gonna pick two episodes, the two most voted episodes that we would be best for getting us interested in My Little Pony. And yeah, like you were saying, like it's all a very there's an individual hook to each person. So if you think generally that this is the thing that will be interesting to us, then we'll
No, Brent has a room for the weekend.
Gabby, can you go down the list, I guess?
But you already said that you didn't want to do two-parter episodes, right?
Yeah, perfectly
So
not.
I'm gonna take up the Camelot wedding. Unfortunately,
Is that the,
to watch both episodes. So.
No, but Camelot Wedding is a pretty good exposure because it has really excellent writing and storytelling. There's a lot. It's really over the top.
Did you see the royal wedding?
But we'll just take it out of this list.
I'm sorry, did you just reference Game of Thrones?
No, not that one. I'm talking about the one in.
I really wish they referenced Game of Thrones.
Oh, I bet you do.
I have a challenge. Well, instead of just watching an episode, why not do something that the Hermans have created? Why don't you play Fighting is Magic for about an hour?
Because that is not the show.
Because that's not the show.
Yeah, no. No, because that's the thing.
Hey, something that can get you interested. Look at the song Equestria Girls sung by Pinkie Pie. That actually gets me wanting to watch the show.
Okay, well, we're gonna vote on episodes.
Yeah, I like everyone no, Vegeta. I'm sorry, Vegeta, we can't do that.
Alright, so are they voting for the episodes?
I don't know.
Hold on,
Leave me alone.
Are they voting for episodes or are you?
Them. We have no idea.
Okay, so you guys need to pick two episodes of the list that I'm going to go down. I'm going to just read them off and then I'm going to ask you one at a time so you guys know what the episodes are. Party of One, Nightmare Night, Cutie Mark Chronicles, Lesson 0, Wonderful Academy, Read It and Weep, Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000, It's About Time, Keep Calm and Flutter On, and Bridal Gospel.
Wait, who recommended Super Speedy Cider Sweeties? I saw that one.
That's why we're doing this. Okay, so first one, Party of One.
Yeah, this probably is.
No, your hand. But I like that.
Hold on, keep your hands up.
It's like freak out when you probably
Vote if you really think it's an episode.
And you can vote more than once.
You can, of course. Vote
everything 17.
Nightmare night. Keep your hands like up. Put your hands up.
Put your
Actually, I don't think you can get it without watching the first one.
Alright, Cutie Mark Chronicles. 3, 4, 5, 5.
These are all on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yes, they're all on Netflix. So season 0.
I'd hate to have.
Which one's that?
Crazy Twilight.
Crazy Twilight. Raise your hands high so I can see them.
Yeah, please.
1, 2, 3, 4,
No shame
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17.
Really exciting yourself.
Alright, Wonderbolt Academy.
Which 2 ways are you gonna die?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, read it and weep. 5, 6, 7, 8,
Well, no, I
9,
think like
10,
I was strictly by the
11,
internet,
12,
like, you know, just
13.
This is true, but I mean, like, I love
Alright,
Dr.
Super Speedy Cider Squeeze 1000.
I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like somewhere.
It's about time.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
The middle of season.
Oh, 16. Keep
That
calm and plug on.
was not supposed to be a class.
Do not write down.
Keep calm and plug on. 1, 2, 3,
Your avatar
5,
was
5.
And
last one's Bridal Gossip.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, just make sure.
That one's the
4, 5, 6.
Man, that's good shit.
Dude, Laura is.
Alright, say the winners.
Alright.
We got the winners.
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Tied for first. Party of 1 and Lesson 0 was 17.
Crazy episode.
You guys gave up the crazy. We're tied with 17. Third place with 16 is It's About Time. Everything else got less than 10.
I guess like mission accomplished.
Is it? It's about
I'm
time.
not-
Also crazy.
I'm not as.
I'm not angry about it. I'm like, yeah, okay.
It sounds
2 or 3
cool.
episodes.
You people have legitimate reasons. You're not just like, we're crazy. It's like, hey, we like this for a
We
reason.
can actually have intelligent conversations about the show, and I feel like that's a misconception that you had about bronies.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. I thought all of you were crazy balls. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah. Alright. Jury's still out on you.
How many are we? What is my sentence? What am I gonna do?
Stop trying to throw shit around.
Tommy, what did you do with the unicorn horn? Because it wasn't yours and you took it.
Oh, well, there's 2 horns. There's like cat ears.
No,
It's a unicorn horn.
What happened?
That's
What did you do
Yeah,
with it? It's not yours.
it is downloaded to my hard drive.
It's being worn on Liz right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We'll get back. Don't worry.
Okay, we'll get
download it to your hard drive. I don't even
If
know.
you make some sense, I know you're drunk, but come on.
Sorry, can't handle it here.
So we don't have a lot of time left? Or do we have a lot of time
We
left?
have like 9 minutes.
Okay, so we will watch these
Right now.
we will watch them sometime within the next week, and we will watch them and discuss
Can I
them.
hit my panel tomorrow?
As soon as I'm done with what I'm saying.
Right now? Yes. I have a panel called Ask Super Sci Guy tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. If you're busy because you're sleeping in, I totally understand. Now you have made out. So I have a panel. It's at the same time as AC Race Fest.
Is it here?
And
My panel's gonna be better.
I don't know where it is.
Because it's Super Sci Guy.
Because they know stuff.
You should definitely show up to it and we'll
I'm gonna be on his panel if you want to ask me questions as well.
I don't know. It's called Ask Super Sci Guy. It doesn't specify what, so it could be
You can ask about
arithmetic,
anything.
I have one question.
season spoilers, and I will answer to the best of my ability.
Doesn't have to be ponies. Because I know you guys are, none of you
I
guys
have
are.
one question for the panel tomorrow.
What's
I
that?
haven't started season 3.
They're
Don't worry, we'll
tiny
spoil it all.
horses.
Okay, so I have an idea of how to spend the last 9 minutes, I guess.
Touching each other?
9 minutes, no.
Yeah.
So we'll be at our booth all day tomorrow and all day on Saturday or Sunday. Sorry.
In the dealer's room?
Sunday. In the dealer's room, we're right next to.
In the front.
We're in the front.
Like when you
It's a
walk in,
fucking
it's on the
small
right.
room. You'll find it.
It's We Will Find, Interplay, them.
Yeah.
It was where you exist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
we're
where you
good
get the
there.
Timo hats.
We will be happy to tell you where to find the episode of the podcast that we'll be uploading where we talk about the thing, and then you can feel good about yourself for convincing us to do a thing. Not does a thing, which is his thing.
That's my thing.
But please come by and talk to us tomorrow about My Little Pony or whatever. It's cool. We like talking to people.
So now I have one final question for you guys.
Who's best pony? Because that's what I was gonna ask.
Yes.
Who is best
Who is best
pony?
Pinkie Pie.
Wait.
Sorry, canonical ponies only.
Okay, wait.
She's canonical.
Your favorite pony on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I heard Pinkie Pie more than anything. Can I get everybody whose favorite pony is Pinkie Pie to raise their hands? So, 1, 2, 3.
Well, it's unfair because they're like obviously the most enthusiastic.
Oh yeah, sure.
You either love Pinkie Pie or you hate Pinkie Pie.
Whose favorite is Dr. Who?
Like Marianne.
Whose favorite is Twilight Princess?
That's technically correct.
No, his favorite pony is Pinkie Jack. What about Apple Pie?
Apple Dash.
Apple Pie.
You just had a shipping thing.
Two down, one to go. He jumped in.
Are we scoring? What are we scoring?
I scored like everything that you like contributed to you liking My Little Pony.
Okay.
No, I
You thought you're the winner with nothing.
Yay!
No, he just said Apple
Second
Dash.
place is Tommy because all he did was name Princess Luna.
Yes.
Trunks he lost.
You are the most pony.
You can get
Best
behind
pony.
Discord. You like the idea of cupcakes, and you just promoted shipping names.
No, that was him.
No, that was him.
That was him.
Oh,
That was him.
you said Pinkie Pie.
So that's Tom.
The actual culprit.
Oh, Martin, yeah.